really good first half for your team, but as you got into the second half, just how difficult was it to try to hold down the Clippers with just the size they have and the depth they have in scoring?
Yeah, there's a reason they're the best third quarter team in the league, and they came out and they played like a team that's a championship contender, even without a player in Paul George. They kind of overwhelmed us with physicality, I thought, in that third quarter. They took us out of some of our actions, and then we found some, a little bit in the fourth, but still we didn't find enough. And then when it comes to the defensive end, Kawhi got going, and you throw some double teams at him in different areas, and I mean he's just so for his teammates in those positions.
John, go ahead.
Right, just how did Cat look, his first game back, and what kind of effect did you see he had on the team in general?
Yeah, I thought he did a number of positive things. We need to shore up and really key in on the details, to the offense again, with him coming back into the fold, because it does change things a little bit too, especially as you become more of a post-up team too, and guys got to get back used to playing with that. It didn't look as sharp as it probably could have, but I expected that. But I thought he competed. He had his wind was good. 18 and 10. Coming back from a layoff like he did, was a good night for him.
And one of the adjustments it looked like the Clippers made coming out in the second half, they were basically daring Josh to shoot. Mm-hmm. How do you kind of balance, wanting to have him play with confidence, but also when the defense is clearly geared that way and he's not knocking those down, it kind of can have an effect on the rest of what you're doing?
No, it definitely did. It definitely did. And in that situation, we need guys to make shots. We love Josh for what he can bring to us on the defensive end, especially too. But we need to be able to make guys pay when they do that. But it also it can turn into a drive and kick situation, for the rest of our group.
Chris, go ahead.
Ryan, Nas was your leading scorer tonight, and with Pat coming back and soon I'm guessing he'll be up to his full complement in a minute. How do you make room for Nas and potentially playing him and Pat together, just given how well Nas has played of late?
Yeah, I mean, I probably got to find more time for Nas and those guys and Cat to play together. So, Nas is playing well, and probably got to find more time.
Jace, go ahead.
Ryan, what have you thought of Josh's defensive performance this season?
I think like anyone, it's been up and down. We asked Josh to do a lot. There was a trip at one point. As we went out west and we played the Lakers twice. We played, Portland. We played Utah. We call it the All-Star trip for him. I mean, the way he was getting matched up with Donovan, with Lillard, and then it adjusted. Then one night he was matched up with Davis and LeBron. That matched up to Kawhi. So we're asking a lot out of Josh, but I think we can all be better. And it needs to be for a full 48, especially against a team like this.
Then Ant seemed to put together a really solid first half, a little bit more quiet in the second. Did you see them defend him any differently? Did he maybe not attack the same way he did in the first half? Yeah, I mean, I think just as a group we didn't attack the way we did. I thought the switching, we got to be more sharp in our cuts, in our slips to the basket, those situations.
Rick, go ahead.
Brian, it seemed like obviously they were a lot more physical to start the second half, and some of that was obviously just bigger, stronger bodies, but isn't there something about positioning when you're playing physically, knowing, where to position yourself and how to rub off pick and roll and how to rotate hard? I mean, is that part of what happened tonight too for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. You look at their group and they got, defensive player of the year and Pat Beverly, who's been an all defensive, team member for most of his career, and then you throw in the veteran guys that they have as well. They sensed. I thought we played well in the first half. They sensed us playing well, had some confidence, and they did turn it up a little bit. And with that, though, those are seasoned guys that understand the body position aspect of things. We weren't able to get any type of back cuts, even when they were overplaying, just because they were so strong and solid in their details. So I definitely noticed that.
One other quick thing. It seems like J Mac and Nas, ever since they both came up from Iowa, really have kind of a telepathic connection, especially getting downhill on the pick and roll. Is that something, even with a healthy team, that you can exploit just because they're such a good pair? Or do you think that's just a sometime thing?
Yeah, no, I do think that is something. And, it's J Mac and Nas, like you said, they spent a number of, a lot of time together. In Iowa and here in Minnesota, when we go through our development days with our young players, like we did more so last year with guys that weren't playing a whole lot, early in the season. So, those guys do have a good connection. I do think it's something that if we do get an opportunity to see those guys in extended minutes together, that you would look at more, especially as J Mac finds a rhythm.